Happy Tuesday, Roberts Roadrunners. Today is Tuesday, January 28th, 2025. Our weather today is going to be 33 degrees and partly sunny. Our lunch choices today are cheese lasagna roll-ups, a turkey and cheese sub, or a goldfish ham and cheese kit. Birthday shout-outs today. We have a birthday shout-out to Olive in Ms. Wander's room and Olivia in Mrs. Coleman's room. I hope you both have an amazing day of celebrating you. We are going to talk about self-discipline today. So here's that video.
Everybody, Mr. Brown with the Choose Well program, and today I want to talk about responsibility. Recently, I made a whole series on responsibility. It was called I Choose Responsibility. And we did this because we talked about growing up and being strong, and that's your responsibility, to grow up and take care of yourself. So we're going to talk about responsibility. We're going to talk about it in a different way when it comes to this idea of self-discipline. Now, let me explain. Growing up, I was like this car. This is a remote control Batmobile. This is pretty cool. I got this for my 9th year anniversary. It has nothing to do with anniversary. Neither one of us are really Batman fans. I've never seen Batman. I do have a question about Batman. Why is Batman and Superman fighting? I mean, that's just wrong. Like, what happened to the Justice League? Anyway, this is a Batmobile my wife got me. She got it for me because my son had saw it the week before, and he was so excited to get it. In our marriage, she was saying that, hey, we're being generous. Well, this remote control reminds me of when I was growing up, because as a kid, I couldn't make a lot of choices for myself. My mom was making the choices, and she was like the remote control. Like, if I want to control this car, I'd use the remote control. I would tell it to go left, go right, whatever. Well, that's how I was kind of growing up. Now, my mom didn't control me like that, but she led me. She disciplined me. She taught me how I should live, how to obey rules, where to wake up, all those kind of things, right? But part of her job was to teach me that. So one day, I get the remote control. I get the remote control, mama, to my own life. I get to have the remote control and control my life. And that's what self-discipline is. Self-discipline is teaching you or your ability to control your own life. Here's a short word for it. Self-control. Remote control, self-control. Can you say self-control? I'm pretty sure you can say self-control. But self-control is so important. And I believe it's so important for us to learn how to discipline ourselves, because the truth is, many of you at this age are tired of people telling you what to do. The thing is, you must learn the appropriate way to act, obeying rules, doing what you're supposed to do. The definition of responsibility I like is this: taking care of your business. Taking care of your business or business. Another way to say it is this: taking ownership of your words and your actions. Taking ownership that you own it. Like we talked about the remote control, that you take ownership. So responsibility and self-discipline, self-control kind of all work together. You're training yourself to do what you're supposed to do. All of us don't want to do some things, but we all want to become something. One artist said it this way: we don't want to squeeze, but we want the juice. I thought, what is he talking about? Let's take for an orange, for example. Everybody wants to drink orange juice, but people don't want to go to the work or squeeze in the orange to get the juice. Well, if you want the best life you can have, you got to make some choices to squeeze the juice, to squeeze the orange, to do the work. So put it this way: self-discipline is doing what you should do so you'll become the person you want to become. Doing what you should do, doing what you know you should do so you'll become the person you want to become. Whether that's homework, whether that's in the sport, activities, whatever it is, doing what you're supposed to do. Now, I grew up playing basketball, football, and I had a lot of people I looked up to that were athletes, professional athletes. And I'd be like, when we play basketball, we call the name, like we shoot a shot and be like, Jordan, or Magic, and we do all that stuff, right? But I think about those athletes, they had to discipline themselves so they can be that great. They had to eat a certain diet, meals. They had to work out all the time. They had to come to practice and do the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. And honestly, it can be boring. But what they did it for, they looked at the end goal. They looked at the outcome. And they had to discipline themselves so they can get their reward. And that's the same thing for me and you in life. You may not ever be a professional basketball player, but I don't see why you shouldn't try. If you like basketball, try your best. But whatever you do in life is going to take some self-discipline, some self-control, so you can be the person you want to become. And it's a choice. And when you make better choices, you will live a better life. So choose well, choose responsibility. I choose responsibility, and choose self-discipline so you can take the remote control of your own life and be the best you can be. Does that make sense? Say, oh yeah.
All right. Self-discipline. We've learned something today. Please stand for the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. So as you go through your day today, I want to remind you to be kind, be responsible, and be safe. And have a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday. Make it a good one.